Yeah, girl.
Listen, y'all, I have a short survey.
Survey?
Do you want 2 speeches with 1 toast, or do you need 2 opportunities to drink?
2!
I thought I'd ask. My name is Jennifer. Very nice to be here as Michelle's Maid of Honor. It was a blessing and an honor to have been asked. If you don't know me, I am her cousin, and we grew up as youngsters right next door to one another. So she was always really bright and early at the fence. Jennifer, do you want to go swimming? Because we had a swimming pool. So we spent many years together, and then she kept moving further and further up north, and I kept staying in the city. So I'm the city girl cousin, and she's my up north cousin. And God bless her for inviting me here to this event tonight, because I've never been to an up north wedding, so I cannot wait.
Wait till you get to
What happens? But seriously, Michelle, you've been a blessing to me my entire life. I have very much enjoyed being a neighbor and a family member, and you deserve nothing but all the happiness in the world. And if you all know Michelle, then you know her, that she is tough as nails, but has a heart of gold, and is loyal as all get out. So, Michael, you treat her well, and she will treat you like you are a king. You just gotta do the work first. Treat her well, my friend. Because I know how to hide a body. So with that, let's raise our glass.
Don't forget to tell him you're a truth.
Cheers! Cheers to the bride and groom.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mike, and I'm the best man. And I've known Mike for a while here. And before he met Michelle, he was going through a really rough time. And he'd come to my shop almost every day and hang out with me. And, you know, I could tell he's going through a rough time. Then all of a sudden, one day he didn't show up, and I'm like, okay, well, Mike didn't come by today. He didn't come by a second day, and a third day, and a fourth day, and I'm getting kind of worried. I'm like, I hope everything's okay. Then all of a sudden he shows up, and he walks in the door like he's walking on clouds. I was like, wow, what's going on? You're happy. This is great. This is awesome. I'm happy. What's the deal? He says, Mike, you're not going to believe this. He's like, I found this girl. She's so cool. And I'm like, oh, that is awesome, man. I'm so happy for you. And I was like, so where did you meet her? And he says, oh, I met her online.
Oh boy.
And you know how you can be having, just an amazing experience with somebody. They're telling you something great, you think everything's great, and all of a sudden it's like you hit a brick wall. It's like, oh no, and in my mind in like 3 or 4 seconds it was going, what part of the Philippines is she from? And is he here to borrow money? And I'm like, okay, so I asked the question. I'm like, Mike, all right, where is she from? He's like, she's from all great. I'm like, praise God. Praise God. If something happens, she's not that far. We can find her. So Mike was, he's excited, and his whole attitude, his whole demeanor improved. I mean, it was just like night and day. And he's like, I need you to meet her. And, life happens, and it took a long time for me to meet Michelle. And you see, she's a little aggravated over that. I still hear about that. And finally I got a chance to meet her, and I'm like, he's so into this woman. I need to know what it's all about. And I met her, and I totally understood. These are 2 people that have gigantic hearts, that if they are your friends, they are unquestionably loyal, they are generous, they are amazing people. And I'm so happy for them. And then a couple months go by, and the phone rings, and he says, hey Mike, he says, can I ask you something? And I'm like, sure. He's like, well, what are you doing? I said, well, just sitting here, trying to figure out, life in general. He says, I asked Michelle to marry me. Will you be your best man? And I'm like, wow. And as a friend, first you think, are you making the right decision? Is this the right thing? And I'm like, well, I met Michelle, and Michelle was great, and I was honored that he asked me to do that. And I've been telling all my friends for the past couple of months, I get to stand up in a wedding. I get to be a best man. How great is that? And what does it really mean to stand up in a wedding? Well, first it means be on time for the rehearsal. And you come here and you meet people, and we have beautiful bridesmaids, handsome groomsmen, I'll get it, handsome groomsmen. And you learn the order of service, and you learn, okay, don't walk too fast, stop at the right place to take a picture and be in the right spot. And all of that is really critical. It's very important. Okay. As a matter of fact, it's life and death, because Michelle knows where I live. But really, what does it mean to stand up in a wedding? Well, it means to stand up for the vows that they took today. It means to stand up for them in friendship. It means to stand up and support them when they need encouragement. It means to stand up and give them advice, and when you give them advice, you do it out of honesty and love. These two people came here today and they made a commitment before all of us and before God to be loyal and to be loving and to love each other. And this is an amazing day, and this day isn't over today. This isn't the end. This is the beginning. We're going to take a journey with them. And look at what they did today. They brought two families together. They brought two circles of friends together. That's a big deal. That's something to really take in. Quick disclaimer, I apologize in advance on behalf of Mike and Michelle for me, but I am part of the circle. Anyway. Let's raise our glasses to Mike and Michelle.
Here, here.
May God bless your marriage. May you have love, closeness, health, prosperity, understanding. And today is just the first day. May we be with you on the journey from this day forward. You're here.
Here, here. Woo! Good job. Woo!
I can go get a beer.
Peyton's got something to say.
Not him.
Is it time to eat now? Is it time to eat?
We got 8 minutes. We have 8 minutes, so we're just about there.
We got about a few minutes for dinner. Bride and groom will go up there and get their plates, and bridal party. The bar is open. Please have a few drinks. If not, let's come around and pour some shots for you. So don't want to do that. I pour some shots. So just give us a few minutes. We'll get you guys fed and a couple drinks in you. Maybe we'll have a dance or two. Thank you.